Hey guys, it's me, Timothy's Hype here on the second channel. We're back with another silly car build episode. Today, as you can see, we're taking the McLaren 650s. Now, what I did plan to do was to take a car which would hopefully beat the Bugatti Chiron. Although, with the car pack coming out in just literally, as of recording this, it's 4 days away that the new car pack comes out. I want to see how the 720S, the replacement of this car, does compare to this car. So, we're going to do the silly car build of it now. So yeah, let's get right into it. I've actually not driven much of the 650S, if at all. So, this is going to be interesting. First things first, we're going to put some aero on it, as per usual. The aero gubbins that we need for the series requirements. Also tires, because we'll see what tires we can get. We've got 305 standard, so they're pretty big tires. We're going to be putting on race tires. What can we get in the front? 285s. We're already into R class. 355s on the rear. Now the bad thing about that is we'll get amazing rear end grip, but there might be too much of a difference between the rear end and the front end tire whips, which might cause for some more understeer. I mean, understeer is a lot easier to control than oversteer is, but it's still not the best. But yeah, we'll probably get. Oh, my voice literally just died. We'll probably get pretty high up in R class, I should hope. I don't think we can put any other engines into it. I'll have a look when I put all the everything else in it. We can't upgrade the brakes, so they must be good. We'll literally have to max it out, so we're putting in the roll cage as well, even though it might not be necessary. We're still doing it. We're going to get about £500 out of it. That is pretty decent. Let's see, can we? Oh, we can put other engines into it, so we can put a 6-litre V12. Do I put the V12 into it? We can get what, 1200 horsepower from it? Before we do that, I want to see what we could get from the standard engine. So that's 700, and then yeah, we'll put the V12. I didn't want to back out that far. We'll put the V12 into it because, you know, we have to get the most power out of everything, and yeah, we'll be swapping the 720S engine probably if we get the option to. 55 grand for a V12. We're gonna get some 219 horsepower from twin turbos. That's a lot. There's gonna be a weird sounding McLaren, but it'll be okay. Sound like the bloody Enzo. I think it was the Enzo engine anyway. Gonna be coming right. We're actually breached 1,000 horsepower in a while, so this should be interesting. There we go, into P class. One of the highest class R's, which shows good sign. So, if this wants any hope of beating the Bugatti Chiron, it needs to be a 151.025. So what it does need to do is, we don't have that on. What it does need to do is get below the 151s, basically. Do I think it can do it? I hope so, because it's English and that'd be cool. But yeah, there is our car built. 1,182 horsepower, weighing 2,820 pounds. 355 race tires on the rear. That is pretty big, so we should have a lot of grip. We have the aero stuff on it. It's fully maxed out. Let's hope it can go pretty quick. We're going to take it to the Mugello full circuit for 5 laps around there to push the car to its limits and see how well it can do. So here we are then at the Mugello full circuit for 5 laps to push this car to its absolute limit. Where do I think it's going to come realistically? I hope it will beat the Ford Zaxby's Capri, which was the aim of this car. It was kind of built car, beat a race car. And we have seen so far, the Zaxby's is actually only in 8th, so only 7 cars have beat it so far. But let's see, the acceleration, massive, bloody hell, we're at 100 already. I've not done a silly car build in a while. I've driven the Mugello circuit quite a bit. But I'm not going to say car build in a while, so this should be interesting. Grip-wise, yeah. Oh, I'm backwards already. Well, we always know the first episode from a standing, first lap from a standing start is always going to be the tester to see how much grip we've got, see how much we can push things. Second gear is deadly. Third gear is a little bit better. Holy, we're sliding like mad. There's the rear end just going everywhere. It does not have as much grip as I expected it to. You're going to have to be very careful with the throttle, I imagine. I think we can beat the 158s. I definitely think we'll get under the two. Oh, found grip out of nowhere. So what was? Oh yeah, we can. I definitely think we'll beat the 2-minute mark. Not on this lap though. On a flying lap, when the tires are going to be warmer, because although they say they're warm and at the normal temperature now, as we go through the laps, they'll get warmer, we'll find more grip, and everything will be much better. But yeah, I do. Yeah, it's going to be the 2-minute mark. I'm just going to have to be very careful on the throttle. We've had cars which have been absolute lunatics to drive, but I managed to get that one golden lap out of them, which have made them fly. Do I think this has the composure to beat the Sheer and get a 150 basically? I'm a bit skeptical. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible. But yeah, my worry was that we'll have a bit of understeer, but because of all the oversteer we're having, that's not going to happen. Plainly due to the fact that if I get a little bit of understeer, I can just like put a little bit more throttle into it, and the rear end will steer it around the corner. But anyway, here we go. Let's see what speed we can reach. Okay, I've binned it straight away. It just wouldn't find any. This is not as easy as I hoped it would be to drive. Now, we've not got the full speed coming onto this first lap that I would hope to have, but that's okay. We're reaching easily over 200. Brakes are good. They are good indeed. We need to be careful. And turning now. Oh, I've got to be very careful with the throttle, because what you've got to remember is it does have 1200 horsepower basically. Like that, for any car with any amount of tyres, is a lot. And the Chiron was running 1400, 1500, something like that. So, we're just going to have to be careful. We're currently nearly 20 seconds quicker than last lap. We've not had a crash on this lap so far. It's going much better. And I am tending to keep this in the higher gears, to try and quell some of the oversteer because of how much torque and how much power it does have. I'm pretty sure it has easily 1100 torque. So, the higher gears shouldn't be too hard to get it out of the corners in. Third, fourth, and fifth are currently. I'm not going any lower than third. I don't really want to be in third, but I do think it's going to give me the best chance to get it out some of these corners. I'm going to turn now with 23.33 seconds. That's what happens when you just try and keep it composed, try and keep it on the road. Oh Lord, I've treaded a bit wide out there. Oh, the curbs is very unkind to the car. Let's see on our first flying lap what we're going to do. Oh, gone too wide. It won't get back on the road. Right, don't have an accident this time. Speed and power. Let's go, McLaren. Oh. So we got a 157 and we can clean that up easily. We've already beat the Zach speed. That is astounding. 157 is a lot quicker than the Zach speed. It's about a second quicker. Now let's just see how much quicker we can get it to go. Oh, there's a surprising amount of neutral steer I'm finding as well. It's when you just push it that little bit too much, like everything will just lose grip and just slide, kind of like an all-wheel drive car would, but obviously this is rear-wheel drive. Oof. Come on. Speed, power. We're currently a couple of tenths down, but we know there's some areas in the final two sectors we can clean up, and that's not been the best. Whoa, a big wobble from the McLaren. It's really the most uncomposed thing ever. Oh Jesus, I'm having to be so careful. Other cars we could take that would have so much more grip. We could take so much more speed around some of these corners. It's more or less a point and squirt type of car that can take a little bit more corner speed than a point and squirt car usually can. We should be getting our next time arrow with 1.5 seconds down. See, we get a little bit of oversteer, and then we've got to try and correct it, and then the front end will grip up, and the front end will just dive into the corner and we're into turning. That section is cleaned up a lot more. We just need to link together. The oversteer is real. Right, turn in, please. We kept it on the road here this time. We can do better. We can do much better than this lap and last lap. We're already at 170 miles an hour. It picks up speed so bloody quickly. 195. We managed to get 2 tenths faster in that final corner. We gained 1.7 seconds in that final corner alone. Shifting down makes it a bit. It's a bit leery. Right, turn in. We can do it. Can we get into the 156s is the question. Maybe even the 155s. Oh, come on, McLaren. I don't know how I managed to get that one. I thought that was a goner from that spin, I'm not going to lie. Whoa. We put the 0.25 seconds quicker. I also need to pay attention to let me just see what last time we got, because we're on a clean lap. So 157.4 we're at so far. So if we're 2 tenths quicker at a 157.2, can we gain 2 more tenths to get to the 156s, or maybe even a second to get into the 155s? I definitely think it's possible. We need to clean up some of these corners, clean up some of these braking zones and these oversteer moments, get on the power and not spin our wheels up too much, and I definitely think we can gain a second through this lap. Is it going to be easy? No, we're already a second up though, so clearly I'm doing something right this lap. We're going a bit wide though. That's okay, we'll just take the very late apex, and we're in 3rd gear, can't get power on 100%. About to spin its wheels, no! That's, binned it. That's not good at all. Find something. I just put too much throttle on and just straightened up with its oversteer. I think I'm gonna be behind on the lap time wise. Come on. I'm dirty lap, and I'm pretty sure that's on the final section of dirt the next and final lap anyway. Let's see. Yeah, it was a second slow. That's from that one crash which wasn't taking too much. We were at 215 miles an hour before getting on the brakes, and we can get it braked and very well for this corner. I kind of take it like a double apex corner there. But yeah, that is pretty cool. I'm not sure what the fastest we've got down. I'm pretty sure it's like 220, and it's with the Sharon. Come on, McLaren. I know you want to. We're not gonna dip into the 3rd gear this lap, and we gain enough time from it. Not spinning the wheels up and spinning the wheels up a lot less. We're a 10th down so far, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. We can gain that through cleaning up some of the corners as usual. Like, we're definitely never going to get the fastest lap time we can with this car. With only 5 laps, it is impossible to get the best lap out of it because I've not had enough experience. The car is insane. I've got 1200 horsepower from a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car. And 5 laps, I'm not going to get to know the car in time to be able to extract its ultimate performance out of it. That's screwed that corner up, but we managed to get it out. Probably a half second faster. Can we gain any more time for this final section? No, I'm not going into 3rd gear. We're going to stay in 4th gear, even though we might be low down in the revs. We've got the torque to blast out some of these corners, and it's much, much cleaner through this final chicane. And now we got the final hairpin. Can we do it? Let's not go too wide. Come on, McLaren. We want to get it. Accelerate, 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 accelerate. Come on. Taking all the track. Can we do it? A 154, a 155, and a 156. And it is faster by 7 tenths of a second. That is mental. absolutely mental. We got a 156 647. We'll put this car into 8th position, demoting the Zach Speed into a 159. It is bridging that gap between the Zach Speed and the i8 at 156. The i8 is at a 155.736 now. So, I'm kind of in the middle of that. Sadly, we couldn't beat it. Do I think it could have beaten the i8? I definitely think it could have. I just needed to clean up the lap times a little bit more. However, the car was a little bit too unwieldy, a little bit too little grip for what I would have wanted, and not the best car we've ever driven. Now, that isn't the end of the video, though, because if you've been around here before, you know we got to take it for a top speed run, and I definitely think this McLaren can do very, very well in the top speed run, considering it has 1200 horsepower and weighs very little. So, we're going to go to the Le Mans straight, guys, and I'll see you guys there. So here we are then at the Le Mans circuit with the longest straight in the game. I've tuned the car for top speed and top speed only, and yeah, we'll see what it can do. Now, we do know this McLaren is not the most stable car we've ever driven, and that we know can lead to some accidents on the straight. We've seen it before. The car, like the Plymouth GTX, that we could never get down the straight with enough like composure. So it never got down the straight to get to its highest top speed, which led to its top speed being lowered because it was too hard to drive. Now, I could have tried it and tried it again, but no, it's a one-shot deal. So McLaren, you've got one shot. Let's see what you can do. And you can see the gears are actually shorter. I was messing around with them for a while. The longer the gears, the lower the top speed apparently, and the shorter the gears, the top speed would increase. Yeah. I mean, it accelerates even quicker now than it did before. I'm gonna start and like spin out because the gears are so short now. We can spin our wheels in like 5th. That's it. We're already at 180, 190, 200 miles an hour into 7th gear. This is our final drive gear now. Oh, this is a good looking car. I do like it. 230. There we go. I was just there, like, it's a good looking car, gains 30 miles an hour. 236, 238, 239. Come on, there's 240. We're currently faster than a Mercedes AMG GTR, 241. We need 4 miles an hour to be on par with GT3 RS. 2 more miles an hour to be on par with GT3 RS. Let's go. Come on, McLaren. One more. 243. I've seen that take over. We can do it. Oh, it's getting a little bit of wheelie syndrome. It's mid-engine, so that is a thing that can happen. 243 is the highest speed I've seen it tick over 2 so far. 242 and nah, ruin the front end though. 243 miles an hour puts it into 8th position, 1 mile an hour slower than a 911 GT3 RS, but it is 6 miles an hour up on an AMG GTR. So, you know, isn't a good medium? It's about the same place it was on the lap time leaderboard as well. And that's usually what we see, like the faster the car, the higher top speed it usually has. I mean, some cars that have been really quick don't have a higher top speed, like obviously the Zach Speed Capri. But, yeah. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, guys, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more silly car builds in the future. We'll definitely be covering the new car, like the 720S and the other weird cars, the 812 as well that is coming. We're covering them in the Silly Car Build series and the review series, so stay tuned very, very soon. I did not mean to run McLaren there, but it happened anyway. But yeah, comment down below which car you want me to see me do next. It can be out the next car pack, which is probably the next time we'll do a Silly Car Build episode. So the 720S, the 820, the Vol thing, the 812 even, the Vol thing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it from me. Tempted to Hyper, signing out.